Ed, it's your show.
Cool. All right. So not gonna lie, I it's been a while since I've heard the last episode, and I remember like certain points. I just don't remember what order they went in. Uh, we dealt with Geo's Banner, sir.
Banner. Hey, nobody's out there. If they are collecting garbage, stop it.
No. No.
We Geo got a vision from a deity who noticed his blood magic. Uh, Javen, you had a heart to heart with Captain Hanali as she told you that her intentions were to teach you a lesson and may have gone overboard a little bit. Um, we had your heart to heart with your mom, didn't we?
Yeah, where I definitely wasn't crying IRL.
Yeah, no, that was a rough one. Uh, Kai had a Kai can't kind of pulled her mom off about how she and her sister have been raised by her mother. Um, and from there, we started uh, getting kind of like people started hearing about the Rose Stage Festival for the end of the year. It would happen after the final exams, which we went ahead and took. And if I remember correctly, everyone aced.
Uh,
Um,
I did not ace, I passed, but yeah.
okay, you passed. Do you remember which one you passed?
I passed the first section, not the second.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go over because one of the things is that we haven't been doing is student dice. You guys get them after the end of each exam. Um, so I believe, let's see. The first exam everyone aced except for Bucky, who failed, if I remember correctly. Um, in which case, everyone would have a D4 for any Arcana or Insight check. Uh, the second exam, I'm not. I don't. I remember everyone passed. I don't remember if anyone. How many people aced? I know
I
Herschel
believe,
aced.
someone aced that one,
Yeah,
but I don't remember who it was. It was not me.
Herschel aced.
Didn't I ace?
Bucky aced.
I thought
Yep.
you did.
I'll say I'm
Um,
I'm vaguely recalling that I did pretty damn good.
yeah, Bucky aced because you failed the first one and then aced the second one. Um, Kai and Alexi, I believe, both passed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
I was
then,
talking circles around Aloe.
yeah. Uh, Bernard initially failed but was given a second chance and then aced. So for that one, um, I don't remember which one you guys passed or aced for Alexi or Kai. So what I'm going to do is.
I passed the first one and I failed the second one because I was talking in circles.
Right.
during my last-
Right. So
Yeah,
you
I
would
think
get.
I got the opposite, so.
Okay. So Kai has a D4 for a nature check. Alexi has a D4 for animal handling. Everyone else has a D4 for both.
Okay,
And
just
then
making
this.
sure I have these recorded.
Yep. So far, our
Arcana and Insight.
Arcana,
Yep.
Insight, Nature, Animal Handling, and then after the final exam,
Which I passed.
yep, I believe everyone. Yeah, Herschel passed his final exam. Is going to be a second year.
Who'da thunk?
Everyone should have a D4 for an investigation check and a persuasion check.
Persuasion is the second one?
Yes.
Okay, then I have an investigation, but not a persuasion.
Right.
Cool.
All right.
Recorded.
Cool. Cool.
So
So,
I would like to point out for everybody. So they give you a D4, right? What everybody
Mhm.
should be doing is using whatever skill that is for your
the study phase.
the study phase, because you get a D4 extra,
Duly noted.
and
Well,
then it all feeds into itself.
To be fair, I
You
tried to
use
steal
your-
the answers, and that wasn't a good idea.
yes,
that's
because that was
okay.
cheating, and there's a whole set of rules for cheating.
I'm just saying.
You're good. I get you. I'm not trying to lecture you. I'm just letting you know that's what happened.
All right.
All right. So with that, the school year is wrapping up. Everyone has taken their final exam, and everyone is going to become a second year. Thing is, first things first, everyone has to attend the Rose Stage Festival, and then afterwards, everyone chooses the house they go in.
Wait, whoa, chooses?
Yeah, chooses. You get to choose 2 deans to speak to for figuring out what school. Yeah, and yes, G, I was going over this. I was reading it again, and it does say that I was wrong initially.
I was about to say, I thought I
Yeah.
originally.
Yeah, no, I went over it, and it says you get to choose.
All right,
You
not
know.
a problem.
Yep. But yeah, basically what the setup process is you get to talk to 2 deans from different colleges to see what's up and what think you're a good fit, and then
I can kind of see why, because it's one of those things people would just get upset if they didn't get the one they wanted.
yeah,
It's one of those things.
And that makes plenty of sense. Like I said, it was weird that we didn't get to choose. I have to admit that one was a weird one.
That's honestly, I went back and double checked because I had completely forgotten which way I had said. So I'm just like, all right, this is this is the final episode of the first year. Better figure it out quick. So yep, basically choose 2, and then I'll have you talk to the deans. Real quickly, just kind of like, hey, this is what we're about. This is why I think you'd be a good fit, or this is why I don't think you'd be a good fit. So, but before that happens, we all have to attend the Rose Stage Festival. The Rose Stage Festival is it's a 1-day festival where the students put on all of the accomplishments they've made throughout the year. Different clubs display what they've been doing. And then there's a totally separate part that's, well, not totally separate, but there's a part where there's just a bunch of students that put on performances. Given that Silver Quill and Prismari tend to be very performative colleges, it just depends on what kind of performance you put on. That said, if you are for first years, if you are not putting on actively participating in a performance, you have been asked to help run the festival itself. So what I'm going to do is there's a few things that you can do. I will give you kind of a rundown. The for the most part, the booths and stuff have their clubs handled. What they need help with mostly is the performative side. They need stage hands. They need like directors. They need people. What are those show ushers? Ushers. So yeah, you guys. Is there anyone who would actually be performing or want to perform?
Oh yeah.
I think Herschel can do that. I think Alexi would be much more helpful backstage.
Yeah.
Is there
Well,
any concessions that need to be worked? Because I mean,
No.
Bucky's oh.
No. Those are all
Valid.
handled. Those are handled by upperclassmen. Like I said, the main place that they need first years to work is the stage itself.
Bucky kind of looks disappointed and assumes
That said, if you want to be a food vendor in the stands,
you know what? Fine, I can work that.
yeah, it's like for the most part the rest of the festival has things covered. It's just at the stage is where everyone is needed. Bernard, where would you? I believe you said previously that you would help with backstage and stuff.
Yeah, so Bernard, while can put on a show, hasn't really had time this year because he's been focusing on schoolwork to prepare like anything. So I think he's gonna do as much stage hand work as he possibly can.
Gotcha. Kai.
Oh,
Oh dear. Okay.
Oh dear.
Do you need to take off, Joe? I guess we'll find out when he gets back.
I was not made for the front of the stage. I was definitely made for behind the scenes. You want stage person? Go talk to my sister.
Oh yes, she is definitely already on stage.
That's what I thought.
Other note, another person who's also on stage.
Leslie. She playing her cello.
She is in a quartet.
Aw.
Also, Bernard, another person is on stage.
Throw tomatoes at them.
There is an entire section for heckling performers.
What the hell? Why?
Now, if Scott is performing,
He is.
oh well then.
It is a monologue about how about his struggle in life.
Nah. Can't have anything to do with the fact that his family hates him, can it?
He doesn't care to mention them directly, but he definitely alludes to the fact that he was raised in he was struggling growing up and
I was
raised in such a
born
negative environment.
I
in a
want
prison.
to get as many of my siblings together as I can, and we're all gonna heckle Scott together like a family.
Can we?
Yes, you absolutely can heckle a performer. That is, again, a part of watching the Rose stage.
Bucky doesn't like to heckle.
I was just wondering if there's a way to make it even worse for Scott, but probably not. We will do that.
No. See, Bucky, as you're kind of like listening to this performance, it is a lot. Like he doesn't name names, but there is a lot of jabs to his siblings. and you know who his siblings are. One of them being your bird bro.
Okay, so I'm guessing I hear something about Bernard. Like, I'm just kind of going, popcorn, popcorn. And then I hear something about Bernard.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
I am still listening, but I'll be back.
Okay.
I hear something about Bernard. Son of a bitch. I literally drop the food and I go sit in the heckle stand.
Cool. You join the rest of his family and heckle Scott to the point where he can't really even speak over the rest of your like everyone else's jeers. Just like he's trying to put on this dramatic performance about how woe is him, and like everyone is just shouting at him, "Get off the fucking stage, you wimp!"
He doesn't listen, does he?
And he just let me see how well he handles it. No, I'm okay. Yeah, he immediately, like, he's trying to get to the height of his speech. You can hear him building it up, and like, and then it's like he just, like, as soon as he gets to, like, is about to get to the point of his monologue, his climax.
Oh, for God's sake!
As he's about to get, like, as he's building up, he just hears all these people yelling at him and all the negative, like, just telling him to shut up. He doesn't start bawling, but he just, like, puts his arms to his side in a huff, just like, well, I never, and storms off the stage.
I like how we've made Scott an arrogant but yet pussy prick. I'm just
like, he can dish it, he just can't take it.
He can't even dish it all that well.
No.
That's the scary part. He's not even all that good at it.
Well,
mockery is not everybody's strong suit.
Yep, some people are just all about the eloquence of.
Mm-hmm. Some people are all about their own legend, not anyone else's.
So yeah, you guys successfully just humiliate Scott. Everyone now knows that he is kind of a puffed up, arrogant son of a bitch. And the rest of the day kind of goes on uneventfully, for the most part. There are performances where there's like an improv show that happens. There's, like I said, there was a quartet that happens. There's a few performances where it's just like there is a lot of artistic, like a lot of work went into these performances. Like there is a performance by Andraste where she, like, just the amount of pyrotechnics in her performance is borderline dangerous. And then there's some Silver Quill students that put on a dark rendition. They're kind of going for their same mood that Scott was going, where it's like the dark aspects of their lives, but they're doing it in a way where it's just not like they're being arrogant. They're actually, like, pointing out flaws in a way of, like, pointing out the darkness of the world. And they've got, like, all these ink things. I think they're called ink things. They're just flying around the stage, and, like, a very, like, flowy. It's cool, all right. It's cool. And so there's a lot of these performances that go off. Bernard, you're backstage handling people's placements, calling off, helping get people ready, handling. Alexi, you're probably back there as well, handling props, rolling things like sets on stage. one of the there's little sets that you're putting on like a backdrop, or you're putting like something like an owlbear cutout. In fact, you know what? There's an owlbear cutout that's you guys remember from your exams as a the cutout that Professor Lang used to point out all the anatomy on the owlbears, and there it is being used as a stage prop. But yeah, you guys. So here for wow, that's all right. All right, we will look. I'll let you know if I need you to actually speak. All right. So things are going well. It's honestly, people are having a great time. Then things start winding down, and people are starting to kind of let out for the evening. It was a very successful kind of. Everyone was kind of the feeling of like, all right, this was it. This was the last pretty much fun day of the school year. Tomorrow is just pick out next year's placement, next year's classes, and then we go home. So everyone's kind of cleaning up, and Alexi and Bernard, as you're kind of putting things back away in back, you hear some things shuffling around that maybe not necessarily should be. If both of you could make a perception check for me.
Perception check. How does a 5 do you?
You don't find anything that's making the noise, but you do find this weird broom that seems to be like shifting in place. But this like, you know what? There's magical shit around here that's maybe it's supposed to be cleaning automatically or something.
15 for Alexi.
15. All right. You are actually putting away the backdrops and the other like all the set pieces away, and you are kind of rolling them backstage, and you hear kind of a growling, just deep, just kind of bird-like, but then it's very deep growl coming from behind one of the backdrops.
Behind one of the backdrops?
Behind one of the backdrops.
Okay. I think I would face where the noise is coming from.
Okay.
And I would look around to see if anyone else is here besides me and Bernard.
I mean, there's a couple students around. They're also helping put stuff away. You can kind of see out on the stage. The rest of your friends are kind of gathered out there, doing various other things. But yeah, there's a couple faculty members that are busy helping other students as well.
Okay. How do I want to do this? Okay. I feel like I would immediately... This would start to gather in my hands as I would just yell, Bernard! And at that point I would just like make a ready stance, because this does not bode well. I've been attacked too many times at this fucking campus.
Fair enough.
All right, so in hearing that, Bernard would just kind of like stop what he's doing, look at Alexei getting ready to fight. Um, can I look around for the rest of the party? Like,
Yeah,
like,
you
like, like just from where I get my weapons out, but I still want to like have a look around and see if.
Mm-hmm.
yeah you like I said, the rest of your party is kind of at the end of the stage. It's not a very large stage. Think like a high school auditorium kind of. So they're probably about 20 feet away at most. It looks like Kai is having a conversation with Leslie and her sister. Um, Bucky's probably wrapping up, giving back, gathering up all the food that he didn't sell, putting them in like a small cart. That's it.
If they're decently close, Bernard might just yell, together, uh, as like a warning for the two that aren't close to me and Alexei.
All right, all right. Bucky, Kai, you hear Bernard put on a battle call.
I look left. I look left. I look right. There's no librarian here, and I fly directly for Bernard.
I knew it.
On top of equipping mage armor, I'm gonna grab a piece of paper and send a message to my counselor. Like, something strange. Come quickly.
And it ain't no good. Who you gonna
Mills?
call?
Yeah, the counselor that I had that was like,
Call the
um,
professors.
Yes. All right.
like trying to blame us for this shit. No, bitch, get here now.
All
So
right.
that we're not to blame.
You know they
So-
won't.
So for everyone, since Alexi and Bernard have kind of noticed a threat and put out basically a battle call,
Put out a vibe.
you guys will all get one reactionary response before we start combat. So Kai, you put on your mage armor.
Mhm.
Bucky, would it be all right if we said that you were just told by Captain Honnelly to always expect danger and therefore always kept your stuff close at hand?
We're still talking about a minute to put my armor on. I mean, unless you're just talking about my sword.
I can give you your sword. I don't want you to. Well, you know what? You know what? We'll say that you have armor on that is gaudy because it is supposed to look strange for a kind of performative thing as a uniform, but it still functions as armor. But it's not weird. It's not bulky. It's just
Would you say it's the equivalent of my chainmail armor?
yes,
I hate that it looks gaudy, but I put it on anyway.
yes.
Beautiful.
It's the best I have.
Ugh. Bucky's in despair.
All right. So, anyone else doing any sort of quick reactionary? You get one action, whether it's a reaction, bonus action, action. You get one before we start going here.
As my one action, I want to God, what can I do? Can I? I guess there's really nothing I can do. I guess can I prepare an action?
Sure. You and Alexi are closest, so if you want to just like take a readied stance to do whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna take a readied stance to attack the thing if it comes out as hostile or otherwise. But I'm readying my action essentially.
Bucky, we're gonna call the let's see. I will give you a choice, Bucky. You can either do that, or you can get up to the stage so that you are not so far from combat starting this.
Considering it's a bonus action, I'll hold off until it's my actual turn. I just wanted to let you know that that's probably going to be the very first thing I do.
That's fine. That's fine. Whatever you want to do.
Cool.
And then
I think Alexi's
Sorry.
prepared action is he's going to cast Spiritual Weapon at first level. Oh, no, I have to cast it second, my bad. So yeah, I'll
Alright.
spend one of my slots and I will cast Spiritual Weapon, making an exact copy of Bucky's Greatsword. And since I can make a melee spell attack as part of it, I would like to actually slice towards the backdrop.
Okay.
Ed, can I go ahead and roll for initiative? I gotta get dinner.
Yeah. Everyone, as Alexi does this, I'll have everyone roll initiative.
Yeah. It's a natural 1. Do with that what you will, Ed.
I got a 6.
Yeah. All right. Put it in the chat.
My initiative roll is a 14. I'll put that in the chat.
Oh, so the natural one was the slicing
The
of the-
attack.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you, Javen.
I can count.
And you didn't need to hit your toes.
It's true. I got worried there for a second, but you know, I had just enough.
Good.
Alright, Chimeras, what's yours?
Oh shit! I actually. Give me a second. Okay. Sorry, I had to grab my dice, and Kate is also going to the bathroom, so we're waiting on her.
Not a problem, everybody.
Are you okay back there? Oh no. Don't let it. Well, let's see. What should we be looking at there? Oh, interesting.
I'm back.
Cool.
I'm back.
My ears hurt after that one.
Oh, yeah.
Initiative.
Is my Stixhaven notebook in
Possibly.
that bag? I mean, I can pull up my character sheet.
Oh, Geo, I have your books that you gave Joe.
Oh, I didn't realize he was done with them that quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, not a problem. Whenever it is absolutely no rush, I'm in no rush to get them back.
Cool. Yeah, your journal's not on that.
Okay. Why is my Wi-Fi not working on my?
connected to.
I should be. It's not.
I went an entire week and a half drinking every day, and now today's like the first day that I'm being clean. It's weird.
I'm sure it feels weird,
Yeah.
but a cleanse will do you some good, even if it is only 24 hours.
Mmm. Speaking of which, I have a new way of smoking drinks.
Oh,
Oh
interesting.
yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
There's a
With
chimney.
papers.
Oh, fuck off. There's a chimney that you can put on top of a glass, and it
Mhm.
comes with these little bit of wood chips. Now you have to use a smaller flame. I learned that one the hard way. But it
I'm
pushes
sure.
But because of the way that the chimney is made, it pushes the smoke directly on top of the drink. It looks super fucking cool, especially when the chimney comes off.
Mhm.
Cool. All right, so we have waiting on one more initiative roll.
Sorry. My bad.
You're good. You're good. We're still like actively trying to find things, and it's like, oh shit, I still need that. And
Mhm.
so
First game at the new place, it's expected.
okay. All right, almost ready. And then when Joe comes back, I'll drop him into the initiative.
Sounds good.
All right. So I'm going to describe what happens at the moment that Alexi makes the swipe at the backdrop. You go to take a strike, and you just whiff. Like you don't even hit anything. Not the backdrop, not this thing that you don't even know what it is. And you just whiff.
Wait, who?
Sorry.
This was Alexi's attack. That
Yeah,
he,
my nat 1. And
yeah.
all Bernard hears is, well, that was embarrassing.
But as you do that, you hear this growling just kind of intensify, and then you see it, like immediately this thing just pops out of the backdrop. Like it's a wooden backdrop that you like kind of roll on stage, but it bursts through it, and immediately everyone can identify this thing because they spent an entire semester studying it.
Oh, are we fighting the living trash compactor?
I was about to say, we're fighting the trash eater?
No,
Owl bears.
Nope. You are fighting a living owl bear.
Oh boy.
You know, my years in D&D, I have never used or fought against an owl bear.
Lies.
Here we go. So
That is technically a lie, Javen.
What do you mean?
You fought an undead two-headed owl bear in the Necromancer's Tower
That
in the Pirate campaign.
doesn't count.
that's just a weird piece of Whatever.
Semantics.
It's a canon D&D monster.
Nah.
Well, now I've got a fresh, plain, classic owlbear here for you all to fight.
They got that classic owlbear.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. All right.
Yeah.
Classic Albert.
No. So, you take the swipe, and then the owlbear kind of pops out. Immediately, everyone around goes into a panic. All the students are running around. All the faculty are trying to usher the students away from this thing, make sure that they're safe. And for the most part, it is just you four that have taken action.
Ed, can I take an out of turn incidental real quick? Look around. I just want to. Bucky kind of looks around, sees everybody running. The teachers aren't actually helping, and all four of us have our weapons out. Hey,
Well,
deja vu, huh?
The teachers are doing what they're supposed to do by making sure that students are evacuated and then dealing with the threat.
I still look to my group and I go, "Hey, deja vu, huh?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Security at this school sucks.
You can say that again.
Sorry, Ed. Please continue.
Kai, to your message that you sent, you get a quick written back message. Heard, be there soon.
Approximately.
Heard, go fuck yourself.
Approximately right after we're done with this fight.
So, with that, you also have a couple. Oh, Bernard and Kai, you have a couple NPCs that could help. And Bucky, why don't you make a quick perception check for him?
Ooh. Perhaps this shall go better. That's a no. That's a 4.
4. Okay.
Last time I
Well,
roll
you
on
get
the computer again.
You see someone, but it's not exactly the person you want to be seeing.
Oh, Scott.
No,
No.
I don't have a hate boner for Scott. I think it might be either Reggie or Stacy.
I guess it'd be Stacey.
If you rolled higher, you would have gotten Reggie, but that low, you see Stacy.
Of course we do.
The thing is, I actually am a little glad that she's here.
All right. She kind of locks eyes with you and is looking around like, what the fuck is going on?
I
You're like all year. If you even talk to me, Stacy, you would know.
I aim the sword at the owlbear, and I get this wicked-looking smile on my face. I don't say anything, but I motion my head like, "Come on, let's have some fun."
She looks to where you're pointing and like she's bug-eyed and just like she was there the first fight, so she knows exactly what you're going to be doing here now, and just looks around as like, oh, fuck. And give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay, I'm not rolling on the computer anymore. That thing is garbage. 15. Fuck! That went outside the dice club. And a natural 1, so 15. You
Bruh.
said persuasion. Okay, 15.
All right. Excuse me, I put an Oreo in my mouth.
How dare you eat?
The pumpkin spice Oreos are really fucking good.
They are. They're really
I
good.
hate every sentence you just said.
Pumpkin spice.
Fuck off.
Anyway, Stacy, she starts huffing it towards the stage. Just you see her kind of pull out something you didn't notice was there, but she had not a large battle axe, but she had a two-handed battle axe with her.
get slightly jealous and bring my attention back to the giant monster.
It's just a little bit smaller than your sword.
I am still jealous.
Kai, your sister and your girlfriend are right there at the end of the stage. Do you want to put them in danger, or do you want them to...
I don't want Leslie to get in danger because she's squishy too.
All right, so you give a panicked look, and let me see.
Like Andraste can handle herself. So Leslie, I don't want you to get in.
Andraste clocks this and is like, all right, I'm going to get her out of here, and then I'll be back as soon as I can.
Cool.
Bernard, your family, like your siblings are still there because it hasn't, like after your entire family heckled Scott off stage, they just kind of stuck around and watched the rest of the performances. Do you want them to get out of there, or would you like help with one or a couple?
I don't give a fuck. They can sort themselves out. They do what they want.
Cool.
Ain't none of my business.
Cool. All right.
Bernard is doing what Bernard does. They will sort themselves out. They're my siblings. I trust them.
Cool. Norm gives you a knowing nod, escorts the rest of your family out.
Fantastic.
All right. So
Kibbles is probably shitting the fight.
Okay. Okay. So, with that, everyone kind of squares up. Bucky, you've managed to convince your sister to join in. And first up is Kai.
Huh. I'm not used to this. So I have remembered from our semester of learning about owl bears that they like cupcakes or cakes to kind of hopefully quell their anger. So I am going to conjure a cupcake.
What is the wording of is it physical there? Can you
I at least try to distract it and like make it go, ooh, I'm gonna go see what this is. Give me this.
Player's handbook. All right. You know what? Go ahead and give me a deception check.
I'm really sad that I don't have the scores that I rolled yesterday.
Under
Hard length.
and on ground in an occupant space within 10 feet of you. Can be no larger than 3 feet on a side, weigh no more than 10 pounds, must be a non-magical object you have seen. It is visibly magical, radiating dim light out to 5 feet.
So once this thing interacts with it, it'll know that it's just
Yes, but I'm hoping to just
No, it's a thing. You conjure a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's you conjure a cupcake. Okay. Roll me the deception check.
19.
19. I'm going to roll insight, which this is a owl bear, doesn't really have.
I was about to say it's a fucking owlbear.
Yeah.
Duh.
With disadvantage. Okay. And what did you roll, Kate?
I rolled a 19.
19. All right. Yep. It locks eyes with that conjured cupcake. All right. So we're going to say that with it distracted, the next round, everyone will have advantage on their attack rolls against it. Because it is... the next person who attacks it will have advantage. Because once it gets attacked, it's going to...
That's...
So that's just a free action.
Oh, fuck. Cool. Jesus.
Actually, we'll call that your action. Do you have a bonus action?
It takes an action. Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. So
I'm like, I know that's got to be.
yeah, the deception. Sorry, I made a deception. So anyway, bonus action. Anything else?
Nope.
Movement.
How far away am I from?
I said you were about 20 feet. So, but it's moving towards you because you're right by the cupcake.
Cupcake. So I'm gonna just back away from the cupcake, but not.
Mm-hmm.
Go, my friend.
Okay, you back up like 10 feet away from the cupcake. All right. So, next person up is Alexi.
Alright. First action, Twilight Sanctuary. Motes of Twilight begin to like bring into the air as a slight dusky ambiance settles in a 30-foot sphere around him. Should get all of my friends. On each of your turns, you'll roll 1d6 for temp HP. As a bonus action, I'm going to swing again with Spiritual Weapon.
Cool. Yeah, the lights on the stage just seem to dim and like add to your ambiance, get darker.
Awesome. Bucky's greatsword, made of misty energy, is going to, I believe, hit with a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's going to be 4 plus spellcasting ability, which is 2. Yeah, so it's going to be 6 force damage.
All right. So you hit. You did roll advantage, right?
I did not roll advantage, but let's see if I crit.
Yep. Because I said the first person to attack it because of deception check.
Yeah. No, I did not crit.
Okay. So still hit, still 6 damage.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to take any movement. I want this thing's attention square on me.
I'm gonna roll to see if it focuses on the cupcake or whether you get it. It looks at you like you hit it, and it's just like, and it starts. It is a huge creature, like standing on 4 legs. It comes up to your chin. Like the back is just, you can, like. This thing is.
Alexei just looks at it, squares his shoulders, and takes the hand axe that has a couple of raven feathers swinging off. And he looks fine, but in his mind, if someone were to be reading it, they would just hear shit.
Hey, big guy, eyes on me! Oh no!
I didn't mean it.
This looks really cool. I might die.
Shit. All right. Anything else? You got the 30-foot bonus action. And you're not moving. Okay, yeah, that's it. Next up is Stacy. Bucky, Stacy kind of like ran up next to you and is looking like standing next to you, just like has the two-handed axe, a great axe in her hands, just like, I cannot just leave you alone, ever, can I?
You know you never could. Come on, let's have some fun.
You know what? At least I'm gonna get out some fucking rage, as she, like, just a blue electric glow kind of emanates around her as she activates her rage ability. Give me a moment.
My sister went barbarian.
Your sister went storm barbarian, like your daddy.
Wait, what?
Well, she is a descendant from someone who was struck. Well, I'll explain that part later, but your family does have a connection to Keranos.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, 1d6. Well, first it's got to make. First, this owlbear is going to make a dex save.
Did she? Question.
Yes.
Does Storm Herald's ability affect everything within a range, and where did she rage?
Right next to the. Oh yeah. Okay. You choose. You choose. You can choose.
Okay.
With lightning you get to choose, but with like the desert fire one you don't.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I would ask because I was like, I don't remember it saying choose, but I might be wrong.
Okay. So it passes its dex save, so it's only going to take half. It takes 1 damage from the lightning. It just kind of.
It took damage.
It took damage. It doesn't look too hurt by it though. It just it's got 2 things to focus on because of this. But now she's going to take a swing at it with her great axe. Because that was a bonus action. Excuse me. I put it up. State black. That, and technically she's flanking, so which Alexi, you are now flanking as well. All right, she definitely hits. Wow, she gets. So Alexi, you see this thunder just or this lightning just strike this thing in front of you. It is like it's not in like it's visibly impressive, but it really doesn't look like it did much to the owlbear. But then you see this like winged bird that kind of reminds you of someone you met before a while ago, and maybe looks familiar, but just a giant axe just kind of comes up above her head, and it just sinks into one of this owlbear's shoulders, and you hear this just and it doesn't fully take its focus off of you, but now it's got 2 targets now. And Stacy just goes like, all right, I got a lot of pent-up rage here from you boys.
I didn't do shit.
Speaking of pent-up
Doesn't
rage,
mean I didn't still hate you.
1d6 temp HP for Stacy if she started within 30 feet of me.
1d6. She gets 6.
Good for her.
Okay. So she's got.
Oh, it's 1d6 plus my cleric level, so she gets 9 total.
Oh, not nice. Okay, she's looking hardy. She's looking real hardy. Well, considering a 3rd-year student.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. All right. That was Stacy. Next up is Bernard.
Roll temp HP.
I will. It's a D6, you said?
D6 plus my cleric level.
So 4 is what I got.
Oh, well. Sorry, dude.
All right, well, we're gonna again. Don't know why I did this, Stacy, but fuck her, I guess. I'm gonna bonus action Thunderous Smite, light my sword up, run in, roll with advantage because I'm flanking. Also, I did prepare an action, so could I attack twice this turn?
Sure. We'll do this first attack as your prepared attack, and then the second one will be your actual turn.
First attack is a nat 20.
Nice.
Which means I will be divine smiting that as well.
Cool, of course.
So, all up on a nat 20, my longsword is going to do 2d8. I'm going to have 2d8 from my smite.
Mm-hmm.
No, 4d8 from my smite. 2, 3, 4, and then 4d6 from Thunderous Smite.
Jesus. 48 plus 46.
Alright, well, not great on damage, but, you know. All right,
Let
so
me know
let's add all this up. So that's 10 there. Uh, that is 38 plus 5, so 43 points of damage.
Damn. And if I'm looking at this correctly, strength saving throw.
Yes, because of my Thunderous Smite.
Okay.
So, again, don't know what the fuck it did to her, but she gets a smack in. I walk up, put, like, shield, kind of push her out of the way a little bit, do one little hop, and just go, ah! And bring my whole sword down.
All right.
The power of the polis.
You said 38?
No, I said
48.
43. Because it was 38. It was 38 plus 5, so 43 damage. Some of it's radiant, some of it's thunder, some of it's regular.
I
don't
mean, it
know if
doesn't
that-
really have any resistances, so
Fantastic.
it's a monstrosity.
Cool.
Okay.
How's it looking?
Give me a second. Quick math here.
I got another attack with its name on it.
Okay. So this thing, Alexi took a swipe at it, didn't really do much. Stacy took a good chunk out of it. It still didn't seem like it took that hit too badly. But Bernard comes in and just goes, "What the fuck did I do to you?" And just holy aura just swings into this thing. Wait, what was the strength saving throw for?
To get knocked. I think it's to get pushed back 10 feet or 5 feet, or knocked prone. Hang on, let me see.
I'm gonna
Back
say with
10
that nat
feet
20.
and knocked.
Okay. I'm gonna say with that nat 20, it fails its strength save because it would just be sick as hell.
Wonderful. I like
So
it.
it was knocked 10
you
feet
just-
away and knocked prone.
Mm-hmm. You just
Oh,
stride
shit.
up next to this owlbear and just fuck this. Like your sword audibly like vibrates, like you can hear it just
Because of my patron, can it just sound like an angry mob from the sword? And I
yes,
just like
yes, absolutely.
Right.
You hear the like the shouting of a mob just like wanting this owlbear to just eat shit and die.
cool.
And it is channeled straight through your sword as it is. You can for a brief second see this owlbear's abdomen kind of collapse, and then its abdomen moves first, and then it drags along its front and hindquarters, and then you see it just fly backwards about 10 feet, smash into the backdrop that it originally burst out of, and skid to a halt as it is pushed 10 feet away and is not now prone.
So how does it look?
Second attack, and then
It don't look good. It don't look good.
I'm gonna ask that since it left my range and Stacy's range, is it possible we could get attacks of opportunity after Bernard takes a second attack?
I would say rules lawyering.
Yeah.
No, because it didn't move on its own
It didn't
accord.
willfully leave.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It would basically have to give its back in order for it to be that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Now it is prone, and I do still have movement left, so I am gonna run up again, throw my shield to the side, double hand, and go down.
Fair enough. Go at it. You have
Roll with
advantage.
advantage.
Prone.
It is prone. I roll with advantage. That is a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
I am going to use my last spell slot and Divine Smite again.
Yep.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
8.
2d8. 1d10 because I'm dual handing this bitch. Let's see. That is 17 damage all up from the next attack.
Jesus. 60 damage all told.
By a level 3 character.
Who is a small, angry little owl. The entire time after I wait, did I kill it?
No.
Okay.
But it's not happening.
So as I smack it away the first time, I walk towards it as it tries to get up. I walk towards it and I just go, I have been attacked by so much shit, and I throw my shield to the side. I'm shaking. I walk towards it. Die! And I come down, and it's still alive, but I do come down with my sword.
That
is my turn.
Okay. Alexi, and you know what? Whoever wants to, because everyone is like looking at you like awestruck, because they just witnessed an act, like a divine act, basically. Even you could hear it, like Bernard could hear audibly through the voices that were shouting if Farah just being like, fucking back off of my paladin.
I'm tired. I was failing. I hate my coach.
And anyone who looks back and sees Stacy, she's kind of got a look up her face on her face of like, oh, like
genuine fear.
Not fear and a little bit of something that I don't know if you guys would pick up on is at your age.
Alexi just looks at her and goes, "And you are mad at him?"
If birds could blush. You know what, Bucky? Bucky, you probably pick up on this.
Yeah, I do, and I just kind of... Why is my sister getting... Oh, no. No! Bucky can't induce rage. Go ahead.
Bernard's absent-mindedly like fluffing himself up to make himself look bigger.
Bucky can't induce rage, but whatever the fighter equivalent of that is.
All right.
Like, this is not okay.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, next up is the owlbear. The owlbear, like, as you take the second swing on it, it looks up, and it takes half its movement to get up, and starts just slowly, like, getting back to size. And Bernard, if you remember correctly, I described this thing as being about as tall, like, when it's standing up, about as tall as a Lexi. You're a good bit shorter than Alexi. This thing is towering over you. It is huge, it is muscly, and it is focused solely on you. It's going to attack you.
Me?
Yes, you.
That's stupid.
Well, one, because you are the only person there within 10 feet of it. Two, because
that's very true.
Two, you did just drop it to like quarter health.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your AC?
Without the shield, because I threw it away, canonically, 16.
16, all right. It takes a bite at you with its beak, but it misses. Only finds purchase on your armor. And then it tries to swipe at you again, and you kind of bring your sword up and just swipe it away.
Yep.
This owlbear is trying so hard, but it is dying. and tired.
I think that brings us to Bucky's turn.
Yes, it is. But yeah, for now, it is solely focused on Bernard.
I am in range of it, correct? Or because it moved 5 feet back, I no longer am.
With your flying speed, you can get easily within range of it.
Well, absolutely. I was just curious if I wasn't already.
No, like it got pushed back, and you were probably about 10 feet away from it. In the first place.
Cool. All right, I need to read something very quickly because I'm still a little confused on how it works. Okay, when you hit a creature. That's all I needed to know. So first, I am going to bonus action. You know what? I've discovered what Bucky's rage is. Bucky sees what's going on. Oh, hell no! And literally starts growing as I use Giant's Might.
Oh, my.
Well, that is new.
So I go up. If you are smaller than large, you become large, along with anything you're wearing. If you lack the room to become large, your size doesn't change. So as far as I know, I wasn't large.
I believe our Aarakocra are still in the medium category.
Cool. So I go up a size category, whatever that means.
Also, you are large.
Yes, I am very large. I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and once per turn, or once on each of your turns, as it says, one of your attacks with a weapon or unarmed strike can deal an extra D6 damage. So, is the owl bear large?
The owl bear is large.
I look at this thing dead in the eye. Your fight's with me now, boy. And I literally take my great sword that has the flame rune in it, and I smack this thing in the face. That is a 18.
18 hits.
Awesome.
So you got not a lot of armor.
So okay, because I hit it, I am going to do the regular damage. However, I am also going to activate my flame rune. When you hit a creature with an attack using a weapon, you can invoke the rune to summon flamey shackles. The target takes an extra 2d6 fire damage, and it must succeed on a strength saving throw 11 or be restrained for 1 minute. When restrained by the shackles, the target takes 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. So it takes 2d6 regardless, but if it fails its strength saving throw, it's going to keep taking it, and it's restrained. So now I'm going to roll, let's see, 1, 2...
Are you rolling damage now?
I am about to, yes.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and do that, and I will describe what happens afterwards.
Okay. 2... That's another 2, so that's 6. And then I roll an extra d6. That's 4. That puts me at 10. 6 for one of the fire damages, and another 6. So 22 damage in total, I believe.
22.
Yes.
Right?
Is it still alive?
One second. Yes, it is. It is. So, all right. Here's what happens. Everyone sees Bucky kind of do you go up or do you go just straight forward?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Before you attacked, when you said you took flight, did you go straight up or did you just kind of hover and fly forward?
Well, as far as I knew, I was on the stage, and I basically just walked up to it more because I was pissed than anything else.
Okay. I feel like the flying would be cooler, but like, is okay. Never mind. It's your character. So you just charge this thing, swinging like that. Like you've seen your sister giving Bernard some sort of look. You kind of know what it is, but you're not comfortable with it. And then you just saw your bird bro just absolutely wail this owlbear, and you're like, yeah, I want to show what I can do. And you swing into it as it's looking down on Bernard. Bernard's holding his own. He cannot get hit for some reason. But you swing into it, activating your flames, and it's just like as you swing, your great sword ignites, and the shackles go around all 4 of its limbs initially. As it gets hit, it kind of jolts and obviously doesn't like the fire, and just turns towards you, looks down, sees the shackles, takes his beak, grabs the chain, and just breaks him with its own mouth.
I would like to action surge.
I can't hear anyone.
Eddie, did you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh wait, yes. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
I can hear you all again.
Hi.
Bucky is accent searching.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So I've already
Okay,
used my
action
fire
surge away.
rune, and I've already used. Okay.
Just the fucking bird bros losing their shit on this poor bear.
Really is.
That is 17.
17 hits.
Hello.
Uno dice. 5.
Hi, Joe.
5. So that is 12. Now here's the question that I have for the DMs in the room. It says once on each of your turns, you get one of your attacks gets an extra d6. If I action surge, that doesn't necessarily count as an extra attack, does it? Or like an extra turn. The only reason I question that is because like I'm still hitting with the exact same turn, and I'm just trying to get some clarification here because it sounds like I only do the giant smite thing once per attack period, or once per turn period.
Some rules is written if you want.
I'm just asking for clarification because action surge is kind of weird in that regard.
Yeah. So one of your turns. It is turn-based, not action-based.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That is all I needed to know. In that case, it is... I wish I could activate the fire rune again. In that case, it is 12 damage.
You swung into it and watched it break its chains. Break the chains you put on it. And it squares up against you, and you're like, fuck no, and go to take another swing at it. And you bring your sword above your head, this giant sword that you have been carrying for a long time, and just bring it down on this beast's head and slice through its neck cleanly. And its head falls to the floor. The body a second later. You have felled the beast.
Bucky lets out a war cry, which is just eagle screeching.
As soon as you're done letting out the war cry, and you look down, and everyone will see this as well, you let out the deepest primal war cry, and you kind of let it fade out and look down. You see you have cut the display of an owlbear. You have cut the head off of a display. That was that you don't see an owlbear in sight, but what you do see is some strange black ooze all over the display.
This stuff again.
What the fuck?
Bernard or Kamaris, you guys got a vial on you?
I look up at the now huge Bucky.
I'm like 6'7". I'm like 8 feet tall now.
I just kind of look up at him, and then I whisper to Alexi. I just go, so does this mean he's a grower, not a shower?
Bucky looks down.
Alexi,
Bucky looks over and is like, "How did you know that?"
I was about to say, make a perception check because he's such a big size difference.
Okay, wait, yeah. Did his clothes grow with him?
Yeah,
or...
everything I wear grew with me. Everything that
Oh, good,
I have.
Good. I was to say, I'm like right at eye level with your nutsack.
So like Alexi would look up, look back at Bernard and say, technically, I guess he could be both because he just showed us how to decapitate something.
I look up at Bucky, walk over to him, pat him on what I assume to be his shin at this point. Pat him twice. And then I go and I guess I'll help Kai look at the ooze because I'm not the scholar here, but I will approach the dead body.
All right.
Oh, well,
It ain't a dead body. It's
a
piece of wood now.
How long does your size change last?
It's a minute.
A minute. Okay.
7 days actually.
Yeah. You guys just took things. Okay. So here's the thing. Everyone just scrambled because an owlbear popped out of nowhere. The stage was evacuated, and then like 6 seconds later, they're not even on the So most people have not even exited the theater. And like you guys are just like, hey, it's good, it's all good.
Now, Thunderous Smite can be heard for I think it's up to 300 feet away.
Jesus.
So everyone definitely heard my smack.
The entire Silver Quill campus heard that.
Well, not to mention the Tyrannosaurus bird screaming after killing something.
That also, yes.
Yeah, true.
It sounded like it sounded like freedom.
I mean,
Stacy kind of walks up to you and just like, wow, I knew you have always tried to overcompensate, but jeez.
Look who's talking, Missy. When did you start getting angry?
About the same time that I got pissed off that you told me to fuck off.
That's fair.
So.
My sword's still bigger than yours.
Fuck off.
Oh, wow.
Bucky has the biggest smile.
Thunderous boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys are like standing there when Andraste comes in, being a little concerned, like, what? Oh, okay, you guys are all done. I'm whatever, and just turns around and leaves. And then about 30 seconds later, the Alexi and Kai would recognize him because they did their parent-teacher conferences with him. But the other ones did not deal with him. But you see an older gentleman, probably mid to late 50s, tattoos up his arms, salt and pepper hair, and kind of he enters the theater thinking that he's about to have to save some students, and then doesn't see any sort of commotion. And then we're gonna cut to something real quick. Joe, I heard you come back, and I'm sorry you came back right at the end of something that I was planning on having last a while, but
We had Angry Birds.
we had Angry Birds.
Do.
Oh, wait, no. Damn it, Joe, you missed it. I dealt 43 damage in one hit, and then what was it? Like 17 for the next one?
Yeah.
So 60 damage all up.
Mm-hmm. He almost one-shot my owlbear.
And then Bucky went full Hulk and just decapitated it.
Mm-hmm.
So far, Bucky and I are undefeated.
So yeah.
Bird Bros.
So yeah, Herschel, you would have been there, but I don't know how. What would you have been doing the entire fight if not trying to help?
Yeah.
Joe? Joe? You there?
Yeah.
So I was just asking, what would Herschel have been doing during the fight if not trying to help?
Getting dressed for his performance because he didn't know there was going to be an issue. So.
Okay.
Basically, it would have been. He spent the weeks leading up after the test, getting people ready because he knows the campus real well. He knows, places it would be, dangerous. Knows places where there would be, good lighting options, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then slowly going around to everybody in every extracurricular and every job, because it hasn't come up yet, but if you look on the schedule at any of the places that are jobs, Herschel's name is on it. Like, he's on every.
He's on the schedule, and he's on the
every place.
Yes.
Every extracurricular, he's on the schedule. He's listed as being a member of it. Going around to all these people to get other people who are willing to help him with his presentation on the Rose thing. So he's coming up. Here's the crack of thunder. Obviously doesn't get there fast enough, but comes puffing it with an armful of blueberry muffins. Up around the corner. He is dressed a little bit different than normal. He is in a red leather jacket. One second. Red leather jacket with a piped V, black V, a black line down the sleeves, form kind of loose but straight-legged red pants that go with it, and very nice black shoes. His mohawk that he normally has up is kind of laid down, and his hair is kind of wet, even though he's always kind of wet. But he looks much more gaunt than he normally does. Hey, guys, what's going on?
Good of you to join us.
Yeah, I was getting ready for Rose stage?
Bernard nods.
Bucky, I'm guessing has probably shrunk down by now.
Yeah, as soon as Herschel, you get in, you see Bucky kind of like going from a larger size and just shrinking down. You don't know what happened, but it's like you know something went down.
Herschel, it's good to see you, man.
Oh, it's okay, bud. I mean, it's kind of cold out here. I can understand.
Why does everybody know what my dick does? I swear I've got my thing on.
There's a very loud audible ha from way in the distance from Bernard.
I am literally looking around going, who has cameras in my room, damn it?
Everyone gets a bit of a good laugh.
Sorry I haven't been around. I've I had stuff to do, I guess. You call it stuff.
Ain't no worries. As you can see, we got things handled here. I mean,
Yeah,
I didn't mean to kill a wooden plank. I kick over the remaining part of it. But, I swear to God it attacked at least one of us.
Yeah, that would be very interesting to know.
Oh, look who's here, just in time for the ending.
I got here as soon as I could, and I would do well to not mount back to a teacher.
And all I'm going to say is ask the faculty around here, and they'll tell you this was real. And that it wasn't us who did it.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm well aware that it wasn't you guys that did it. In fact, I've always been aware that you guys didn't do it. I'm just trying to find out what you know.
Yeah, I'm blaming us for half of it.
More black ooze over that way.
Yes, I'm well aware of the black ooze and where it comes from as well. What I don't know is who's been using it. Now,
Wait, you know where the stuff's
Can we
coming
set somebody up?
no. What was that, Herschel?
You know where the stuff's been coming from.
Yes, we have. We know generally where it's coming from. We don't have a pinpoint location. We know it's coming from Sedgemoor.
Yeah,
That's the only.
It's the stuff you guys use to make stuff, right?
It's generally just seen as a kind of a universal
Reagent.
yes, thank you.
And he kind of stuffs a muffin into his mouth as he's staring
He gives
at
you
him.
he gives you a side look of like, do I know you? Whatever. The point being, we felt that if we had followed those who have been involved from the start, that we would find out who's been doing it. Now, we figured out after the, I believe it was the frog incident, that it wasn't you four, but we still couldn't figure out what exactly was going on. So,
Just to be clear, you thought that someone was aiming for students, and instead of letting them know, just let it happen.
we also couldn't figure out whether this was a natural occurrence or whether this was a malevolent occurrence for a while. But yes, as soon as we found out, we felt that it was necessary to catch the culprit in the act rather than alert people and start a panic.
for thinking ahead. However, it might have been a little easier if you'd have let us know, or at least let them know. I mean, I'm always going to be around, but they're in a little bit more danger of dying for real than I am.
Yes, that's her. Now I remember where I know you from, Mr. Barrow Singer.
Hey, I stole that tramway for a good reason. You can't say it.
Yes, the investigation came to that conclusion. Point being that you still stole a tramway. But we'll deal with that later. The fact is, we know generally where this bomb is coming from, and we know how to not prevent it, but to stop it in a way. There's some slight radiant energies to, and then you guys kind of hear a kind of soft voice. Kai, you would recognize this as, yeah, I can actually help with that. I know, if you just let me.
Leslie.
Hi, Herschel. Thank you again for everything. You kind of, so it's a reagent that it's unholy in nature, and it comes from I actually kind of was able to pinpoint not well, it's Sedgemoor, but it's like I kind of know the area of Sedgemoor it's coming from. So if and this entire time that Leslie is speaking, use and kind of showing up the teacher, the Professor Nils is just kind of like, who are you and how did I not and so
cutting edge research.
Yeah, it's I mean it's I figured out how to counter it, I guess.
Well, it can be countered.
Yeah, it just kind of needs a lot of holy energy, kind of siphoned and condensed and into like a holy
holy water.
I mean not really holy, but like
holy
if you took like concentrate. Concentrate. Like holy water concentrate is basically you just get a really intense. I don't know what to call it. Like just concentrate. And she kind of takes a look at Bernard at this, and Alexi. So I actually am going to need your guys' help if you want to help, like come with someone. And then Professor Nils, excuse me, I don't think I can authorize a student excursion in Sedgemoor by themselves.
It's okay, I'll go with them.
That doesn't exactly put me at ease.
With all due respect, we took down the owlbear by ourselves. I don't know what your issue is here.
I'm in agreement.
Oh, let's. And for once, Herschel just kind of like sets the muffins down. Let's, for just a moment, not bust the balls of the professor here.
Oh, where's the fun? Where's the fun in that?
Oh, we'll get to it at the end.
Fine.
The school as a whole is, supposed to be taking care of us and making sure that none of this shit happens. And for the most part, I don't think anything has been happening other than to us. Is that right, Professor?
Yes, and that's precisely the reason that I was looking into you as a group. I was curious as to why you seem to be, I guess in this case, targeted.
Well, that would come to my thought that since we have been doing exactly what the college needs and keeping all of the focus on us, or at least being there in the right place at the right time, that maybe the faculty could just put a little bit more trust into us and let us investigate. It's not like we can't send a note in case something happens.
The professor kind of stands there, puts an arm across his chest and rests an elbow on his hand and puts the other hand on his forehead. I can see that there is no way I can convince you not to do this. You are young adventurers trying to do what's right, so I'm personally would not want to stop you. That said, I am still a member of this faculty. In fact, the discipline enforcer of this faculty. So let me put it this way. I will allow you all to go take care of the situation in Sedgemoor. I will wipe any sort of disciplinary action from the record for this year, as he kind of looks at Herschel, just for this year. And you will all be escorted by a staff member. Just for insurance purposes, to say that we did what we could to
Make sure we didn't die.
make sure that you didn't die. And with that, I will.
Bernard opens his beak to say something snarky, but then closes it.
As long as we get to pick the faculty member.
Well, depends. Who did you have in mind?
We're taking, and he picks the most ineffective professor that he knows. So basically, it's the like, if you're sticking a babysitter with us, we're going to pick someone who literally can't do anything but stand there and watch.
We want Hagrid. Give us Hagrid.
Give us the janitor.
Yeah, give us the
no, I'm not
janitor.
qualified for this. I'm not qualified to look after kids.
Yeah, you are. Come on.
Yeah, we believe in you.
I don't even know what I'm doing here. Last thing I knew, I was sweeping up the area outside of the fire jolt. Fuck.
I feel like he's just saying words to not do his job.
We're asking you to be better than what you think you are. You can do this, man.
You know what? I want to believe in you. I really do. Your face is like really, but I gotta be straight with you, kid. I passed my usefulness like 30 years ago.
I don't
no, buddy.
I don't believe that for a second, and I'm so sad that you do.
That's so sad. 30 years ago? Fuck.
I mean, that's kind of when I threw out my back.
30 years ago?
We need to get a medic for this man. Bernard, please tell me you know you can fix this man's back.
Oh, please do.
How old are you?
63.
You threw out your back at 33 and have never been the same since?
Everyone knows 60's the new 30. We can do this.
Oh, please don't. Please don't.
Please don't.
We'll just fix it now. Like, grab some around
no.
the shoulders and
Can I? Yeah, wait, can I use 5 HP of lay on hands to cure his diseased back?
Just, you know how you crack someone's back, you have them cross their arms over their chest? I just imagine Herschel grabbing him without like getting it fully on, and just like doing it without him. Like, oh god.
He
Constantly spine into his hand is like, you can have these.
We made a new spine for you, buddy. You can do it.
that is absolutely creepy as fuck. But and then Herschel, you do the thing with his like cracking his back. Is like, oh, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Like the crack of his back is just as audible as the scream and the smite that just happened about 5 minutes ago.
Oh God.
Sounds
Is
like
he dead?
Sounds like a
I'm
million
gonna- you
soda
know what, here.
cans.
He stands there for a good like minute, just not moving, just like. Oh.
Now, my question was unanswered. Can I use 5 points of lay on hands to cure this disease?
Yes, you walk up and lay on hands, and he immediately like is when he gets his back cracked, he is so stiff, and then when you lay on hands, he just kind of visibly relaxes and just like, oh dear, okay, that is something new. Oh, and he kind of like he starts twisting his upper torso. It's like, oh geez, I haven't done this in years. Oh, this is
All right.
This was nice.
All right. Cool.
Sure.
You're a faculty team member. Let's go.
What? Okay.
We got the janitor.
He looks at Professor Nils, who is just like, again, just standing there, like, what the fuck?
Don't worry.
Yes.
He's still more effective than like 90% of the staff. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, come on, kids, let's do this.
To be fair, Herschel is right. We have yet to see a big mess not be cleaned up in this place.
You know what? You're right. And now that my back's better, it's beginning to be 100% even more effective.
I mean, he always gets me back into my grave.
Hey, you know what? I can't have dead kids flying around the school.
I can see this becoming a beautiful friendship.
All right, so you guys head off to Sedgemoor to deal with the unholy bombs that have been kind of rotating across campus. Professor Nils would have also mentioned that he's not sure how they've been getting rotated around campus. Even Leslie's not aware of that. Like, she couldn't figure out how they were getting onto campus.
What was getting on the campus?
How the bombs were getting distributed onto the campus.
The black stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's the bombs. It's just I didn't know that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, neither Professor Nils nor Leslie know how this is getting onto campus, but they just know that it's being created in Sedgemoor.
Well, let's hold on for a moment. When was the first time we found it? Or you guys found it, I guess.
It was the first day at the library. Bibliotheques.
And what was happening? And he's asking these questions as they walk that way.
Yeah, obviously. You know what? You guys have to take like a tram in order to get from Silverquill to Witherbloom, and it's gonna take a good hour to do that because you got to get off the tram at.
Okay, so I've been cutting out for like the past 5 minutes, so I have missed a good chunk of what just happened.
Basically, you guys are on your way to Witherbloom.
And I still can't hear you guys.
Uh-oh.
Excellent. This is what I want.
Okay. Can you hear us? Javen?
Bernard.
Hello,
Hi,
Javen.
Javen.
Sebastian, you're not calling him very well. No,
Help.
Mike.
We heard you for a second there, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello. Oh dear.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi.
Oh.
There you
Cool.
are.
So I've been in and out for the past like 5 minutes. I have missed everything that happened after I think it was after Herschel said "Let's go, y'all" or "Let's go, guys" or something.
Basically, you guys are just on your way to Sedgemoor, which is in the.
Bases.
I explained that Professor Nils and Leslie did not know how the bomb is getting distributed onto campus. They just know how to stop it and where its source is.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
I asked, how, like, when was the first time we found it? Or I guess you guys found it. It was basically like starting to ask questions of like, well, let's start looking at this.
Okay.
So yeah,
His question was, when was the first time this stuff was found?
Gotcha. Yeah. Honestly, unless something that Kai says sounds kind of off, I'm just kind of letting her explain it.
All right.
I'm like, okay. So I'm like, well, we first kind of noticed it on the first day at the biblioplex with the mimics. But then I noticed it again at the frog when we were at the bib. Were we really at the biblioplex again?
Oh, that was the Fire Troll Cafe.
Fire Troll that we were setting up? Sorry.
Now my question is, so this stuff, it was on the frogs, right?
Oozing from afterwards, like it would have been if I were to take a guess, because I have yet to convert. Like it looked like it was like ingested and like they grew, and then after they grew, they started showing the ooze.
Okay.
So after they were injured.
Okay. And then after that was the cauldrons?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, we don't have the body of the mimic anymore, do we?
No, all
Nope,
that
so
stuff
it
got
would
dissolved.
be a problem.
Okay. Do we know if it was really a mimic? Because this stuff seems to switch stuff out. So if the
Did
frogs
it-
became one big
It
frog,
probably wasn't.
and then it summoned the mephits from the cauldrons, do we know if it's something that's being slathered on them or made to be ingested? And if it is, where did it come from? Like, where did these items come from? Who put it on the board back there, the owl board? Where'd the owl board come from?
Where the owl board roams.
The place.
Are they having internet issues?
No, we're not. It would just
I'm having another stroke.
okay. So, actually, the only person that would know where the owl bear board thing was be Alexi and Bernard, because they were the ones that were working backstage.
So where did it come from?
And I also mentioned that it was a teaching prop used by Professor Lang during the Owlbear unit. Leslie can relay this. Just yeah, it was something that apparently Professor Lang uses every year. Bless you. So yeah, you guys are
None of it attaches to any specific. Like, I understand that the stuff is coming from Sedgemoor Swamp, but none of it has like another interconnecting point. Right? Is my mic off?
No, I can hear you. Is everyone else there?
Yeah, we're hearing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were just letting Kamaris explain everything because honestly, Bucky was barely paying attention to like he doesn't know about sludgies.
I mean, so Biblioplex, Fragile Powder, here. The owl bear thing was at least in one of the classrooms.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing, is like they don't have any like connection. They're just.
If there isn't, that's fine. I don't want to hold everything up on a thread of thought that's not actually going to get us anywhere. But if there isn't one,
I mean, we could just very well find something out when we get to Sedgemoor, and.
Well, yeah, I assume we would.
No.
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
Thank you.
With that, you guys get to, like, you're having this discussion as you're getting to Witherbloom. As you get off the tram into the campus, the janitor fortunately has just enough like clearance to escort you guys across the campus without being stopped.
We bullied this poor man.
Look, I got a limited set of powers, and I'm gonna use them.
We believe in you, sir.
You know what? You keep saying that, and maybe one day I just might believe in myself.
Jesus.
So yeah, he escorts you down to Sedgemoor Swamp, which it's kind of a all-purpose swampy area. Some people kind of keep projects in Sedgemoor, more or less. Things like they're raising some sort of animal, or they're growing some sort of plant. But for the most part, it's just kind of like a nature. Like if you were to go on a nature walk, it would just be there. And so yeah, you get to the edge of Sedgemoor, and just the janitor's just like, "All right, where to?" And Leslie kind of pipes up and is just like, "Well, there should be like a well or something that we gotta like, some sort of water source." And the janitor just gestures around. There's water everywhere. It's a swamp. And if everyone could make a nature check for me.
That is a 14.
14. Okay.
18.
18.
15.
15. Alexi?
I got a 12.
12. All right. That's still good enough. all of you realize that some formations in a swamp can kind of build up and form like a underground water flow kind of creates all sorts of natural phenomenon. And so it's not uncommon for a kind of freshwater well to form, especially if like rainwater is able to collect. So yeah, who I believe someone rolled a 18. Who was
That was me.
All right, you would know how to at least look for signs of a natural well, if you would. So
A natural well, you say?
yes, a well. Yes, exactly. So using your divine influence and your source of the well is my power because it is a communal place. You are kind of able to pinpoint a direction because this isn't.
Oh God. Okay. No, I was lost. I thought I was looking for the well. I'm like, where the fuck did a well come from?
No, well,
Okay.
yes. Leslie kind of mentioned,
Okay.
all right, we need to find a well. That's the source of where all this is coming from.
Oh. Okay.
But not
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
spring.
Yep. Go on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm lost.
I'm sorry if I'm wording this badly.
Jamie,
No,
spring.
it's on me. I got mush brain today.
Okay. So, anyway, you would know how to look for natural signs of a well, how to create one at least, given it that it's communal places like that are kind of your thing. But this one
Kind of
isn't
my
a
specialty.
but this one isn't a communal one. This is a natural one that occurs in nature. But you would at least know how to look for one, and so you help lead the group through and eventually come across a what kind of looks like a tree that doesn't have too much water below it, but it looks like there is a way down through the like beneath the tree.
Okay. I relay that info to everyone, and I. Does it look dangerous?
Give me a nature or insight, and anyone else who wants to can also.
Nature check. That's cocked. Nature check. I can use a D4 from one of the exams, I think.
Yes,
That's true.
yeah.
That is going to be a 22 for nature.
22.
18 for Lexi.
Cool.
19.
19. What? You say 12, Geo?
I didn't. Sorry. Let me roll real quick. That's a 2.
2. Yep. Geo, you got bit by a bug.
I dip. Fuck.
You got done bit by a bug.
Did someone jump out?
So. No. Kate's walking the dog.
Ah. Okay. Okay.
So yeah. Alexi and Bernard, you kind of are able to see that it's a deep well, and Bernard, you kind of hear a little bit of chittering coming down at the bottom.
Cheering?
Chittering, like
Oh, chittering. Okay.
chittering. Yes.
Gotcha. You know, I wasn't aware we were going to be exploring more. I would have see if I could have rested or something.
You got
Okay.
into the chat while everyone was talking. You did get a short rest.
Oh no, I was thinking more of my spell slots, but that's fine. Because I have No more spell slots. I blew them all on the owlbear.
it was
Okay.
quite impressive.
Yes. It was all a show, and that's on me. Yeah. I guess so. The cheering's coming from in front of us, or
It's coming down in the well.
okay. So is our move to go into the well?
That's up to you.
I look at the group.
Like, go play in it.
Honestly, it's probably better we go into the well and find out what is causing the noise.
I think we might want to be able to descend a little bit slowly. Maybe me and Bernard should go in first, since we can, fly a little bit. At least that way we don't have to
Yeah.
jump head first.
Yeah, I kind of do need to get down there. I don't see the actual source from up here, but it sounds like there's something down there.
How about I carry you down there, and I'll fly us both down there.
I mean that might work, but if you're carrying me, are you gonna be able to like hit anything?
How deep is it?
That's a good point. We're not even sure how deep this thing is.
You can't see a bottom.
And any of you cast light?
Leslie shakes her head.
If me and Bernard go down there together, if there does happen to be trouble, I'm sure me or him could probably take care of it.
You know what? I think maybe I should be the one, like as a faculty member, should be the one to go down there.
Mr. Janitor Man, no! You're far too brave to go down there by yourself. Please let us do it.
Well,
You know,
Man, you fix a guy's back one time, and all of a sudden he becomes invincible.
I'll
hey,
meet
you
guys
know
down
what,
there.
kid? You only live once.
Did this fucker just yellow us?
You know,
Yes,
Mr.
he
Janitor,
did.
I never got your name, and I won't. But you are.
Yeah, you stop him mid, like about to introduce himself.
It's like it's like in those old cartoons where like the character of Dad goes to say his name and like a bus passes.
Exactly.
Yep. Oh, well, you know what? It's not important. If
But that is very noble of you. However, you needn't put your life at risk. We are plenty strong enough. If you want, though, I can fly down there and I can carry you down there.
yeah. How about Leslie pipes up. How about Bucky? You and also Leslie is putting on a very, very brave face, but you can tell she is scared as all hell.
Now, see, that would weigh on me if Leslie wasn't scared all the time.
That is true.
This is true.
You know what? Bucky gets bored and goes, "You know what? I'm going to report back to you," and just falls down the well.
Wait,
Well, if he's going in, I take off my armor and then I fly down there.
Okay, do either of you have dark vision?
I'm an owl.
You have dark vision, yes. Geo, do you have dark vision?
I am behind him.
Bucky goes in first, realizes he can't see, feels a whoosh, and go next to him as Bernard flies further in.
Okay. I'm gonna have Bernard give me a perception check. Geo, give me one at disadvantage.
A perception at disadvantage.
Okay.
And Herschel
Then-
is going to
Nah.
move over to the edge of the well as well,
Yeah.
sit down on it, and then just fall backwards into the well.
I rolled a 10.
Bucky and I are slowly flapping and gliding down, and all of a sudden we just see like a wah as Herschel's body just.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Huh?
Down is it?
I rolled. It is 90 feet down.
Whoa!
I'm going to first, right near where I can just barely see because I also have dark vision. Activate rage, and I'm going to try to use my acrobatics to land on my feet. And since I'm going to rage, I'm going to use my ability here for my rage. I may not have to worry about it at all.
Go ahead. See what you got.
8. I got number 2.
Which one is that?
Teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see.
Oh,
So
dear.
legitimately, like, you guys see him pass, and as he's like head facing the ground, there's just like a woof from him, and you see him disappear where he's from and appear standing on the ground.
I mean, that's how
sorry. You're breaking up hella for that. What was
So, as one of his abilities when he raged, because he's a wild magic barbarian, he went into a rage as he was falling and rolled on his wild magic surge. And he rolled teleport 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So here's the fun part. I get this every round for a minute. A minute. So he's going to, where he is standing, look back up, 90 feet. Take damage, so he's gonna basically bite on the inside of his cheek, enough to do damage to himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then do exactly like he did for Dapplewood's Manor, and see him back up to the top. Grabs both Kai and Leslie around the waist and jumps back off.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Okay.
I know Kai's an Eladrin, but what is Leslie again? Is Leslie just a human?
Leslie's just a human.
Oh man, so she was teleported from outside of the well to complete and utter darkness.
What is? Let me see. I can't see. I don't know anything to. I can't. And she. Let's see. Yeah, she has nothing. Nothing that would not do damage. So,
Can I cast Sacred Flame and just have a little fire in my hand?
is that's a damaging spell, right?
I mean, no. You know what? I think I'm thinking of Produce Flame. Never mind.
Yeah.
Well, Produce Flame gives you a ball of flame in your hand.
No. I was talking about Sacred Flame. I have Sacred Flame. I'm a paladin.
If anybody has
I got
Firebolt,
she has fire.
Pull a cloak off.
What?
Pull a cloak off. Have her set it on fire. Wrap it around a weapon.
Okay, so you begin explaining this as she's in the middle of a panic attack, just like I can't see, can't, and then it's like, oh, yeah, and then she like quickly just produces a little ball of fire, I like as just randomly as she takes off like a bit of her like a jacket or something, and just hurls it at the cloak or the jacket, and it's on fire. Now you have a working fire for her to see at least for 30 feet. And that leaves Alexi and the janitor at the top.
Oh, I have a torch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Alexi and the janitor are at the top of the well.
Jump, we'll catch ya.
No, we won't.
I don't. I
It's
don't
90
know.
feet down.
It's 90 feet down.
Well, I guess we'll see how much it is.
90 feet.
I have no way of getting down there. I don't have fly. I don't have any spells that will allow me to go down there. Clerics do not get great access to utility spells.
I fly up there, and I'll I'll hold out my very small arms for Alexei to climb on.
The janitor just goes, you know what? How about I stay up here and just in case none of y'all come back, I can just at least report you.
Yeah, be
lost.
lookout. Be lookout. You can do that.
Yeah, I'll be lookout.
That'll work for me. Alright, I'll come down with Bernard, and while I'm doing that, once we get to the bottom, party check. Who does not have dark vision?
Leslie does not have dark vision. Kai, I believe you have dark vision.
She's an elf. She does.
Herschel, do you have dark vision?
Yep.
Bucky, do you?
I do not.
Okay, I'm gonna give Leslie and Leslie and Bucky dark vision with my Eyes of the Night feature. I can do. That gives them dark vision out to 300 feet.
Yay.
You see Bucky and Leslie's eye just kind of glow this like white, shimmery, like misty kind of like their eyes are like misting a little bit, but like they're glowing, and like Leslie kind of starts blinking. Is like, wow, this is kind of wild.
This is what it is like to be me. And I'm going to take point because I can see out to 300 feet in front of us.
Okay. Well,
You got that on me, bud.
Yeah. You don't have to see 300 feet because there's really not that big of an area around here. It's you kind of are in an open cavern that's probably a little less than 50 feet across. There's a small space that's like fully standable just below the actual opening for the well, and then in front of you kind of see an open pool of water, and you since you all have dark vision can see that this water doesn't look clean. And so Leslie kind of looks over and just, yeah, I think this is, it looks, I think we're in the right place. And she begins to go over kind of at the edge of the water, kind of taking, looks like she's taking water samples. Do you?
Be careful.
I mean, I'll be fine. I can do this. It's just should be just a simple like I'm just gonna take a quick sample and then drop the. I mean I have a couple vials of the reagent right here.
Okay, just be careful. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking around, making sure there's no.
Yeah. for those of you that want to keep guard, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Can I wait, no, because can I say that at some point I flew back up, got my armor, held it, and then flew back down, then got back into it, just for simplicity's sake? Yeah, something like that.
What's your fly speed?
I mean 30, but we can also just have the janitor toss my little bird armor down.
I will say, like, he tosses it down and you kind of fly up and meet it halfway just so it doesn't crash on the ground, and just, like, you catch it and go back down.
Cool. That's fine. Since it's, I can just do that as like a bonus action. I just climb back into it.
Yeah.
And then I will spend. So Leslie's taking water samples from the little water pool.
She's trying to make sure that this, like she just quickly explains. I'm trying to make sure that the reagent is actually concentrated enough to, like I might need you guys to, bless it some more just in case, or like I don't know. I'm not really big on religious magic, but if, actually Alexi, if you could maybe, you might be better helping me with this.
I could.
What was it?
Said I could do my best. What do you need?
Well, I need to, I make the holy water, but then like boil it down, so it's like it's super concentrated, because it like if it's like too diluted, it's not going to do anything. So I need to like, I don't know, like concentrate holy water or something. So if you can just make like some like bless something, and I can boil it down. She does like air quotes, to concentrate it. And she explains a spell that's like she will kind of reduce everything except for what is like actually holy in the water, and just kind of it's a very complicated spell that.
Yeah, I have holy water as part of my thing as a cleric, but that's it.
Yeah.
So I'll just give her some holy water.
Okay. I mean, this should work, but like, are you able to like actually bless more water or anything?
I mean, mechanically, no.
Okay. Yeah, Leslie would not know this either, so she would absolutely be asking.
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, this yes.
I was gonna say, can I if that doesn't really work, can I try and like ritual cast detect magic to see if there's any like residual magical effects around here? See if anyone's like been in here.
How long does the ritual casting take?
10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, you can start ritual casting. Everyone else is kind of on guard, watching out, and we'll kind of let time pass here for a couple minutes. Cedric, you're kind of supervising, just kind of giving some sort of like holy help, like religious help to the arcane person who's trying to heal this.
Yeah.
And so you're working back and forth with Leslie, just trying to create this concentrated holy water, if you will.
I'm gonna be kind of just wandering around down here.
Okay.
Take a good look, see if there's any like markings on the walls, see if there's any runes. I know that Bernard's like setting up to cast detect magic, but being able to point at something like, "Hey, start here," would be helpful.
Okay. Kai, what are you doing?
I am probably stressing, like, all this is kind of like, but then my brain is going, like, making mental lists of everything that's going on here, but then, like, kind of going through and thinking about what college, like, what
with school. So you're thinking about after this. You're not really in the moment at all.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
She's like, everybody else kind of has like, she's like looking around, but like in her head, she's got like this list of, okay, so they're doing that. And then letting her mind wander, and then kind of like looking to see what Herschel and Bernard are doing, and then letting her mind wander again.
Okay. And Bucky, what are you doing while they're doing that?
I'm just gonna play lookout, and much like a security officer, when they know that they're not needed, they are scanning the area to see if anything pops up. I'm basically just playing guard.
Cool. I'm gonna need, let's see, Herschel and Bucky to make perception checks for me.
Ruh-roh.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to use
Nat 20.
Nat 20. All right. You kind of clear the area for now, but you hear something coming. Like it sounds like it's coming from the water. Or maybe it's across the water on the other side. And then you kind of focus your eyes using the magic water or magic dark vision that Alexi gave you. You kind of focus, and you think you see something moving over there. Can't quite place it, but it's not really nearby. But there's something over there, and it looks a little big. And then, as you're kind of walking towards the edge of the water, your foot catches on something in the ground, like in the dirt.
Does it smell down here? Is this an altitude?
It would definitely smell weird to everyone, but Bucky, your foot catches on what looks like a journal in the dirt.
I pick up the journal and I open it to the first page.
You open it up to the first page, and it says "Property of Murguxor."
Murguxor.
It is spelled Murgaxor.
Murguxor. I look back to the two that are preparing the ritual. Hey! I hold the journal up. You think this would be any help to you? It's by a guy called Murguxor.
I mean, it couldn't help. Can I look at it?
I toss the book at whoever said it.
That would be Leslie.
Leslie, sorry.
Herschel's gonna try to grab that, make sure that it doesn't hit water.
Okay.
Leslie doesn't seem like the athletic type.
No, I was about to say like she would have to make a roll, but if you want to catch it for her, sure. You catch it, hand it to her. She just goes, "Oh, thank you." And she starts flipping through it, and she's looking at it, trying to see if she can find anything, and then she starts getting this puzzled, kind of confused, maybe a little frustrated. Yeah, this isn't really gonna help in the moment right now because it's written in some sort of code. It doesn't look like it's actually like I can't read it right now. I don't have any sort of give me. And then as she's trying to kind of study it, and you kind of Kai, you kind of know this because she is divination. She knows how to like see things that are hit like supposed to be. She like the mist in her eyes start to glow a little bluer as she tries to cast comprehend language on it, but she's still like looking through. It's like it's not like anything that I've, and she keeps flipping through like it, like magic's not even like able to, like someone must have just made this up or something. Like there's only one person that
It's one of those things that like Barney's like legit going, nah.
And it's like
that we can suffer with asthma because now I'm probably gonna get it.
Joe, I can hear your background.
My background.
I don't know who it's. I think that's. Yeah, it's your background noise. That's whatever's going on. Anyway, she explains that she can't read it with a comprehend language spell.
So it's not a language that she knows, but comprehend language is also not helping as a spell. So it's completely like somebody's own like a 3-year-old.
Yes, somebody made up a language and made up a code. Like several layers of coding for this.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Can I see
that? So she like gets done. Yeah, this is. I mean, I could take a look at it and keep reading it later. I can probably try and decipher it if I have time, maybe over the summer. But yeah, right now I think it's not going to be any help. But thanks, I guess. And she says that to you, Bucky.
No problem. I look back at the thing that was moving across the water.
Yeah, you look back and it doesn't. You can't seem to pick back up on it. Like it's not where it was, and so you don't know where it is, but it's not where it was when you saw.
If I take a look at the book, and try to use knowledge of a past life, do I get anything off of it? Like,
Joe, I'm going to say that you do get something. But what you get is so covered in like magical shielding, like shielding from scrying and whatnot, all sorts of like protection magic to keep this person's information. Like everything about this book is being kept from being scryed on, from being detected, everything.
So a really powerful.
But I mean, is it a memory? Do I remember this person? That's what I mean. Is like I'm using knowledge of past life. Do I remember either this name? Do I remember like this book? Seeing someone write in this book?
You don't remember this book, but you remember the name Murgoxor. And it is an old name, and you can see like a face, but it's not like 100%. This is an old memory. And it's not.
It gets harder as I'm reaching further and further back. I got that.
Yeah, this is an old memory. And you're not able to fully pick up on everything, but you know the name. Somehow you know the name, and you don't have a good feeling about this.
Okay.
With that, Bucky, you kind of keep a vigilant eye on the far wall. Everyone else is kind of like guard up, trying to keep an eye on things here. Alexi and Leslie finish up their work. Leslie kind of stands up and just like, okay, that should be enough. I'm gonna just toss this in, and we should probably like maybe just get out of here, I guess. And that's honestly should be it.
All right. Let's get out of this well.
She uncorks, like she takes the whole like all the liquid, the concentrated holy water that she just created, takes the whole like, container of it, doesn't pour it in, just like tosses it into the water itself, just the whole thing. All right, that should be good. And then as she's kind of like saying that should be good, there's kind of like this glowing in the pool that starts to like build where she threw the concentrated holy water. That's kind of a light, and it like things just kind of like the light just kind of builds and builds and spreads across the what's the name of this? Like it's just like a little cave, and then just and you guys kind of look around, and it's a little brighter in here. Like there's some good natural light coming in now. Like it seems that a lot of what was dark down here was magically created, and so now you guys can actually see around. Bucky, you look across the way and see there's really nothing over there. Whatever it was must have left as soon as it knew you spotted it. And you guys know that this well has been cleared. Well, that was easy.
Yeah. I mean, if it gets rid of the problem, that's a good thing, right?
Said that.
Okay, yeah, I guess I.
Other shoe might drop.
Well, how about we get out of this well before the other shoe does drop?
Yeah,
That's
as like guys already started moving.
Yeah. All right.
Easy's all great and everything, but there's something's not adding up.
Yeah. You guys get back to the entrance where you guys came down the well, and there's a rope there now, and you hear from up top, it's like, hey, while you guys were down there, I went back, I got some of this. Here you go. Should help you guys get up.
You're my hero, Mr. Janitor.
You
can fly.
You have wings.
You're still my hero.
Good thinking, janitor.
Hey, you know what? I'm doing what I can.
That and so much more.
So yeah, he helps pull those who can't fly up, and you guys are done. You guys make it back into campus. It seems that for now, you guys can't really tell if things are back to normal because this wasn't something that you could kind of track at all.
Not to mention our normal was getting attacked every freaking Wednesday.
Yeah, plus the fact that you guys are like tomorrow, you guys will be leaving to go back home. So with that, that's it.
Oh.
Yeah. If you guys, what was that?
We made it.
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys would like to discuss which colleges you would like to go into next year, we can do that. Otherwise, if you guys want to just leave it there, and I know some of you had different ideas for what to do, but
yeah, I have absolutely no idea. I have no way of knowing.
Cool. So we're gonna leave it at that. The adventure for at least this year is done. Thank you for all for playing.
Hooray!
There we go. If you guys want epilogues, I can give you them later. But for now, I think it's getting late.
I gotta go to
Can
bed.
Can I say one more thing to Bernard just to end the entire campaign?
Sure.
Just as a part of an epilogue.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bernard,
Yes.
don't date my sister.
I slowly. I imagine this is one of like the end credits are rolling, the credits move off to the left, and like a little a little box image comes up.
Yeah.
Uh, don't date my sister. Bernard walks over to Bucky, puts a hand like on your knee, I guess, because you're so tall in comparison to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I look up at you and I go, ew, and then and then we walk off into the sunset.
Yes.
And Herschel is going to watch as everybody, not exactly where anyone can see him, but he's sitting on the top of a building watching students head off through various portals. He's going to, he's just kind of watching over as everybody leaves. For those of you I see next year, it's going to be a grand old time. For those I don't, have a good life.
Dun 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 dun. Dun. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna go.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end the recording.
Cool.